Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to a brand new video and another trading experiment. So, the how much we can make in one day videos seem to be quite popular, and I haven't really done too many trading based videos on this channel for a while because of course Team Season's been out, and well, I've been making the most of me having quite a lot of coins on the mainframe pathway, getting upgrade packs and lightning rounds and so on and so on. So, you know, we're back with some training content. I apologise for you guys who suffer training content, have been quite neglected. Nonetheless, hopefully the content has still been relatively entertaining. So, today we are going to be doing how much money can you make in a day with silver trading. The concept works. I start off with a budget and absolutely nothing on the transfer list. I then spend one day doing one method to see how much money I can make. And then I feedback how well the method's been. You can visually see how many coins I've made. I can tell you how easy it is. Did I get market spend? Basically give an overview. Basically, it's like me trialing out a bunch of trading methods and giving you my opinion on each one. Hey you! Would you like some cheap and reliable coins? Well, don't worry, because I've got you a place. Make sure to head over to FIFA CoinZone.com and use discount code FLAIR for 2% off. Or, what you could do, which is a little bit more reasonable, is use your Amazon Prime or $4.99 subscription over on my Twitch channel. Now you may ask, why would you want to do that? That's a pretty good question. I've got you sorted. Basically, you get a daily trading guide. And what if I've got some questions? Twitter DM, Twitch DM, email, business email, you name it. Thanks for watching, and make sure to enjoy the video. So far, I've already done additions on Saudi League, mint sniping, special card trading, and today we're going to be silver trading, which is a trade method I'm very, very familiar with. And as I say, yeah, we'll give it one day doing the method, and then maybe like one day selling the players on, and we'll give you an overview. So, the silver method is going to start off by teaching you what it is. The silver method is where I write down a list of expensive silvers and I'll go through them one by one. So basically, you basically know what these normally sell for and you try and pick them when they're being listed up for cheaper. The reason this works is because there's always going to be someone doing the League SBC, especially during Team Season, it's quite popular, but the League SBCs aren't completed 24/7. Like, there isn't, like, basically, there isn't, like, someone every 30 seconds completing the card of SBC. Might be every 3 minutes, but not every 30 seconds. As a result of this means that there can be really good deals listed because no one's, like, casually searching for these silvers unless they're doing the SBCs. Which, therefore, as a result, allows there to be, you know, a little bit of time for these cards to be listed but not demanded. So, as I say, what you want to do is you basically want to write down a list of what these go for. As you can see, that card literally was listed up, like, 20 seconds ago. You want to write down a list of what these cards go for and then just go through them one by one. Another thing with these is these do fluctuate quite a lot. So these right now for about 1.1 will normally go to about 2k this evening, and, you know, vice versa. Basically, they fluctuate all day because, of course, you know, there could be no one doing the League SBC this minute, but then in the next half an hour, there could be like 20 people doing, you know, a certain club SBC, and they could inflate and go up and up and up. So as a result, basically what you do is just write down what they commonly go for using Footbin, and yeah, basically just go through them one by one, trying to get good deals. You can also, if you don't want to write down how much they're going for, you can also use the strategy of just looking at what the other ones on the market for. You know, sometimes I do that, you know, I'll be like, okay, what are the rest of the ones on the market for? Okay, this one's 2k cheaper than the rest of the market on for. Sorry, 2k cheaper than what the rest, you know, on the market are going for. So I'll go and pick them up and go and list them up. So that's another way you can do it if you don't want to go and write down a list. Now, said list is part of my sub perk. The reason I say this is because it generally takes me a few hours to write this list up because I go through the Premier League, the Liga, and the counter trade, the Bundesliga, and the La Liga, covering, you know, it must be like 100 different positions, which covers hundreds and hundreds of players. So it does take absolutely ages for me to update, to do this list and update it every single week. So I do have it as a sub perk because obviously otherwise I'd be working hours upon hours every single week for free, and but I could be spending that time doing YouTube or streaming, so that's why I have it as a sub perk. So any of you interested, but nonetheless, I do actually have a video on the silver method teaching you guys how you can make your own list. It's obviously you just got to put in the hours yourself rather than just be given straight up a list. And yeah, that's hopefully it. Hopefully that's explained a little bit. Again, I'll give you some tips and tricks as I do go through this. But what we'll do is, I guess we'll move underway with showing you our second deal, as we actually managed to get a little deal on that Leicester goalkeeper. So we got our first set of deals. So we got ourselves both these foils. Unfortunately, it's sell for about 6.5 to 7k. So when I picked up two right here, I don't know why that one says first owner, because it just isn't. But yeah, we got ourselves two foils right here for 5.5k and under. Should be able to sell them the game for 6.5, which means we'll return 1k and a bit on them. So it's nothing too mad, but you know, I'm not quite sure what that glitch was right there, where it showed I already had them. But there you go. Go and listen both up there for 6.5k. I'd say with these, with the silver trading, you're normally making at least a k a player. Deals seem to be coming in a little bit slow, but you know, we can deal with it. And the thing about this is you kind of not going to be in a hurry to either, one, have coins, to have room on the transfer list, because what this is you're kind of waiting for the cards to, fluctuate, basically, go down loads and then fluctuate really high. So you kind of got to wait for the, wait for the cycle of the cards to go up and down. So one, you can't be in a hurry for coins. Two, you can't be in a hurry for transfer lists. But if you've got excess coins, excess room in your transfer list, happy days. Or unless you're willing to part for less profit per card. But yeah, so that's why you kind of got to write down the going rate and not really look at what the current rate is, because, there could be like 20 cards really cheap. You buy them or wait till that evening and, they double in price, which, I must say has happened many a time with this method. But not bad. It didn't take too long to get ourselves our first few deals. So we've just gone and got ourselves a big old set of deals on our Bobicenos. When I basically know that he sells for about 4k going rate, so when I picked up every single one for under 3k, including getting one for 2k, which was nice. We'll have a look at 4k and just make sure that is his going rate. Yeah, you can see there aren't too many on the market for 4k. And again, all it takes is those 5 to be bought up, and then boom, mine are then going to be the next cheapest. So someone else has sold on, so I'll give you a little update on that. We've got 2 of him for under 4k, and then got this guy for 3k, so for 4. So it's not been too bad so far. We are going to go and head over to these right now, and again, every single one was picked up for 3k and under. And they're all going to be listed up for 4k, or very. Sometimes you don't want to list them all for 4k, because otherwise it's just kind of a bit sketchy. So sometimes you want to go with 4k, 4.2, maybe one for 3.9, just keep on alternating them so they're not going for the same prices. But yeah, not too bad. It's our second big pull. I guess what we'll do is we'll show you when we get these big pulls, or mass deals, rather than showing you every individual deal. Because with the sale method, you do pick up quite a lot of deals. So if I show you every deal, you'd probably go clinically insane. So I'll probably just show you when we pick up like a set of deals, and then give you a little update. So, just give you a little update with how stuff is going. Just want to pick ourselves up this guy for 2.4. I've written down that they're normally about 5k, so yeah, I mean, individually this is quite a nice deal, but yeah, we've got a few deals to go and show you. So yeah, again, they normally sell for 5, so I could go and buy them for 4 and try and shift them for 5. I don't imagine that'd be too hard, but we'll probably leave it. When you get to 5k, you kind of want to be making at least a k after tax, and obviously it wouldn't really be pushing that, so it's going to give you a little update with how stuff has been going. We've had something sell on. That's one of the foils we bought for under 5.5 to sell for 6.5. What have we bought since? I think we bought quite a lot actually. You've got both these guys for under 3k. One there for 3, one for 2.7. Got all these 3 for under 2k. Should be trying to sell for 3ish. Got him for 1.3, gonna be selling for 2.5. Got both these for 9.50 and a k, gonna be selling both for 2k. This guy for 1.8, selling for 2. This guy for 2.2, selling for 3.2, and of course Matey Boy just go for 2.4, selling for 5k. So yeah, I mean it's going really well at the moment. Not having any struggle trying to get deals, As I quite like the league, and the league's probably the league with the most expensive silvers. Like there aren't many other leagues with more expensive silvers, so I always find it quite easy to go and get deals. So yeah, not bad so far. Again, obviously at the moment you're just going to see the coins going down and down and down while you fill up the transfer list, but as they sell on, hopefully you'll see that coin total going up as the cards selling on and balance out with the cards we buy. So another update, we've just gone and cleared out Emporia centimeters for about 4k. We should be able to sell them all for about 5 to 5.5k. So yeah, pretty decent run of these. I won't go and show you me listing up all the players because they're a little bit dead. It's going to show you we're sold on in nonetheless. We've got another one of Lafont selling on. They gave me going for about 3.7. Between the last set of deals, let's see, we've got them. Got a bunch of these guys for 2k and under. Got a bunch of these for 1.6k and under. And again, we just picked up a mid. So I'd say just going through loads of deals at the moment. At the moment, I'll be quite chill picking up deals, like I won't be hesitant about getting deals because again, we've got mad excess coins as well. We've got like 350k, that's by far enough to work with. And we got a full transfer list. So the only times when I'll start being a little bit more specific, maybe a little bit more careful and cautious with these deals is when we're lower on coins. And that's the whole thing with this method, like again, you've got, doing this method when you're low on coins is not amazing because then you're going to be in more of a hurry and you're going to get lower profit margins. So it's definitely like you want to do this method when you have a little bit more coins in around. Because again, these normally sell for 5.5. They're flooded for about 4 to 5 at the moment. So away from the clear up and hopefully they'll sell. So to give you guys a little update because we've just absolutely blitzed through the character array. I got Matey we bought for 2.4 earlier, which is decent. And I was saying that in the time of about half an hour, we have absolutely destroyed the space on this transfer. So I scored them Emporia with centimeters, just went and picked up. We also went and got this guy for 2.4, sent for 4.5. So got a bunch of these for all under 2.5k. Going to be trying to send for about 3.5 to 4k by looks things. Farris we've got for 2, going to be selling for 3.5. Got each of these 1.6, just below 2k, selling all for 3k. Going for 1k, going to be selling for 2.2k, and another one here for 900 coins, selling for 2.5. So not bad. Got absolutely ton of deals. Again, it's starting to fill up, and when it does start to fill up, you do want to be a little bit more cautious with some of the deals you do want to go and pick. Some of the deals you're picking up because, of course, if you have a full transfer list, then you always kind of just want to have 100 cards selling. You don't have any more. don't really want to have too many less. Maybe, and then yeah, because obviously, you know, you can sell them on lazy buyers, but if you have excess cards, they're just going to go in your unassigned, and they're just going to be a nightmare. So yeah, that's what I'd always recommend with this. I'd always recommend have about, you know, 70 to 90 cards on the champs, and it should be good. In fact, just casually going through the leads right now, pretty sure this is a good deal if I'm not wrong. Coach away, Genoa centre back. Yeah, he's really good. He's normally going for about 12k, so I don't know why they've all of a sudden dropped, but not bad at all. Here we're going to show you right here that 11, 12k is their normal going rate, so picking it up for 9's not too bad. So there we go. They're all going to get listed up here for 11k. We managed going for what, 8.5, 8.5, and 9. So yeah, between them, it's probably going to be about 3, 4k, which is not too shabby. We'll list them their game for a mix between 11 to 12k, just because right now they're actually a little bit cheap for what they normally go for. And the reason it's really good to actually do silver trading right now is because normally silvers get flooded with marquee matchups. Normally they get flooded with marquee matchups on the challenge SBC, but for some weird reason, EA didn't release marquee matchups on the challenge SBC the other day, which means these have got even rarer and become even more expensive. So a little update, one of our Bobachinos has sold them, so happy days. What are going for like, I don't know, K less than what you bought them for. Or sold them for, sorry. A bunch of stuff that we bought in the meantime. I think we just been for the Bundesliga. Yeah, we ended up with that. So picked up a few of these for under 3k, or 2.5 even. Gonna be selling for 4k, bought him for 2k, selling for 3, bought him for 3.7, selling for 4.7. Bought him for, sorry, wrong one. Bought him for 3.4. Got him for under 2, all these for under 2.5. Him for under 2.5 and him for 3, selling for 4. Which is saying we get a lot of cards. Again, we keep stacking the transfers. We're having way more cards being bought than sold, which is a little bit worrying, but I say it's not the end of the world. We can still live with it. We can still keep picking up deals as long as we got another 38 spaces. We're looking all good in the hood. So we've actually managed to get some banging deals in the Prem. So that's only the league you get the deals in. It does not discriminate. Got both these guys here for 7, 9, and 8k. See by the players around them, they're going for at least like a 11, 12. The guide says they are going for, yeah, it says they're going for about 12k. Let's go compare price and just double check that. Yeah, you can see they're kind of flooded, not too many up. So we're going to go list them both up for 12. So that's 4k a piece. Again, you get deals left, right, and centre. You know, it's not been barely any time between when we got the old Bundesliga deals. So I just personally repeat the same for you leagues. I'll go La Liga, Premier League, Counter-Trade, Bundesliga. Do I do it? No, I go Prem, Liga, but wherever the list of leagues is. So I'll literally go Prem, then once I'm done with Prem, go Liga, and then go Counter-Trade, then go Bundesliga, then back around to La Liga. Now you can do some of the smaller leagues like Superliga, Scottish League, Saudi League, but again, I just keep it to the big ones. Mainly one because these are done a lot more commonly. So as a result of them being done a lot more commonly, the players will sell on a lot faster. Two, they're normally just a lot more stable as well because there's a lot less people doing the other ones. They're more likely to fluctuate, and I mean that can be a good thing, but sometimes they just don't recover from flooding because there just isn't any incentive to do them because they only give off like silver packs or whatever. Okay, so time to give you a big old update how the account's looking. It's not looking bad. We're having players selling on, 7 things selling on. So let's walk through a few of these. Bought for 5.7, bought for sold for 7. Bought for 2k, sold for 3.5. Bought for 1k, sold for 2.2. Bought for under 1.5. Bought for under 1.5. Bought for 2k. Obviously bought that for 6.9, sold for 12. Bought that for 8, sold for 12. Bought that for 3, sold for 4. So you see we're having very, very decent success. Of course, some things aren't selling on, but we'll live. So, back underway with the deal we managed to pick up just there, which was a Goose. Oh yeah, we managed to get 2 of this guy for 3.5k, yeah, which ended up being pretty good before we ended off getting kicked off. So, nothing selling. It seems like what's happening quite commonly is when these cards come to the end of the the listings, like in the last minute, they seem to be selling on because we've had a bunch of players who just ended, and that correlates with the 7 cards selling on. So, not bad. Got this guy for 1.3, sold for 2.5. So we're going to keep going. Very nice now that things are starting to sell on, obviously we're now getting a little bit more room on the champs list, plus our coin balance is starting to rise a little bit. So, a little update, a bunch of stuff selling on. I thought why not update you. So, we got both these guys for, we got him for 3.5. We got Kraft for 4k. We got this guy for 2.5k. Got both these for, must be like a k or under. Got this guy for 4k or under. Got him for under 2k, him for 2.4k, and him for 2.7k. Scrolling a little bit here and show you a few more cards we've been buying recently. I think we picked up a bunch more. The thing is I don't want to be stuck with is too many of these Imperial players, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I've been picking a bunch of these recently. Going for 2, him for 2, him for 1. Picking up the usual culprits, and again we're just going to bang that on the relist. And again, just keep going for this. We've still got 26 spaces, so we've still got a little bit of work with nothing too much to worry about with it being too clogged up. So I got some really nice sniper here, and it's actually you don't have to just trade with silvers. It's normally just silver and bronzes. But here we go. You got this as an example right here. Bunch of the Bayern Munich centre back who's recently actually heavily inflated. All the way up there to 6.5. Probably be able to sell him for 7, and just got to go for 4.2k. So that's like 3k instantly. You know, let alone if I was to hold on. But yeah, probably will try and get him sold on relatively fast because, as you know, at the moment we're on a bit of a transfer market slump, as in room on our transfers. But there you go, another 4 things selling on. So going for 2.5. Got him earlier for 5k. Got him for under, I'd want to say 2.5k. I think I listed him a little bit too cheap. And got this guy for under 2k, so not too bad. Again, only sitting on 12 spaces, so do need to be very, very cautious with what I'm picking up. Therefore, only picking up really good deals. So, a little update with some stuff selling on. Look at that, 15 things selling on. So, yeah, stuff selling on with the wind. But there you go, got this guy right here for 4, 7 for 4, 7. Got these both all under 2k, happy days. This guy for under 2.5. Both these for under 2.5. This guy for under 5.5. This guy for, I think all of these were bought for under 2.5. Got him for 3.8k, him for 3k, him for 1k, him for 3k, him for like 1.3k, him earlier for 4.2k, and him for like 1.7k, something along the lines of that. Bang a relist on, got another 17 spaces, so yeah, we're going to keep going underway with the method. So we got another massive batch of things selling on, you know. We had a full transfer list, but luckily 13 things sold on, so let's walk through a few players. So, bought for 1k, sold for 2, bought for 3.7, sold for 5, another one bought for under a k, bought him for under 4, bought him for under a k, bought him for under 2, bought him for under 2.5k, him for under 4, him for under 1.5, him for under 2.5, or under 2 actually even, him for under 3, him for under 2, him for 1.8k. So you see where they can still pretty decent. Having a very filled up transfer list, which is kind of limiting us to the amount of cards we can buy. But yeah, happy days. It's all going very well, which I'm very happy with. Just would be a little bit happy if some stuff sold. So turn away for a few of these deals. We're going for literally loads of these players we've literally only just gone and bought, but going for 6.3, sold for 7. Going for 3k, got him for 3k, and also got him for 3k. Got him for 2.5k, got him for 2.7k, got him for 5.1k, and got him for 3k or under. So having really good, you know, deals flipping. Sadly, right now we're consistently seeing that unassigned kind of like verge. So it's not very good for me getting deals because it's, you know, I feel a little bit more hesitant to getting deals because, you know, I kind of don't have the room to list up these players. So yeah, I've got to be a little bit more hesitant at the moment. But yeah, not too bad nonetheless. So I give you guys a little update as we managed to get this deal who's actually really decent, going for 1.4, and he goes for about 5k, so that's 4k just on that card. Now the problem is that we are actually unassigned because we are fully transferred. So I'm trying to be a little bit more hesitant to the cards I'm buying because this is a position you don't really want to be in. You don't really want to be unassigned. It's not the end of the world, but you just don't want to be absolutely stacked with players. So as you can see, just a bunch of players. I haven't really kept you too up to date. Just got this guy right here for 3k, going to be trying to send for 5. Got both the Corroders for about 1k, so I'm both for 2.5, going for 2.5, going for 3.1. Got a bunch of these. The problem is what I'm having is I'm just buying a bunch of players and they're just not selling on. Even though they're normally going for 3k, it's just that at the moment pretty flooded. So just gonna have to wait for them to calm down a little bit, and then they should be good. But yeah, not too bad whatsoever. Again, right now I just need to be a little bit more calm. Let stuff sell on, and then we won't be on a time. So we left this account for about 30 minutes, just allowed stuff selling on, and we've had an absolute avalanche of sales. So, time to walk you through them. Got for 1k, sold for 3. Got for 4k, sold for 5.7. Got for under 1.5. Got him for 1.4k. Got him for, I'd say 3.4k. Got him for 3k, got him for under 2.5k. Got him for 1.3k, got him for 2.2k, got him for under 4k. Him for under 4, him for under 4, him for under 1.5, him for under 3.2 I think it was, got him for 3, got him for 5.1, and got him for 2.4k. So loads and loads of sales, and again got loads of stuff I'll be getting through on the old unassigned. So we got ourselves another set of deals. Haven't picked up like 5 of a deal for a while, but yeah, when I picked up all of these have been sent for 5k earlier today, so got loads here for 3.8k and under, so that's at least 1k per card. So that's been pretty decent. 2 things held on as well, got for 5.5 and got for 1.7, so as you can see, we're just consistently getting deals, and yeah, so just keep on going for the league and trying to get deals. What's happened right there, by the way, is someone tried listing a card, it didn't sell on, and then he kept on undercutting himself, and as a result of him kept on undercutting himself, he's mugging himself off, because all I have to do is buy them, and then basically he seems like he's in a hurry for coins, which is never the position you want to be in, because if you're like panic listing silvers, there's, you know, don't get, as I say, there's someone always doing the SBC, but not every single second, so very rarely will you get, like, if you list up 10 of the same card, well, they get bought and you're just going to mug yourself off. So, and that's why I normally stagger the prices, because otherwise you're just going to get people panicking and they'll just way cheaper, and then the normal will be the player being way cheaper. So Yeah, hopefully I didn't speak too fast there, but there you go. So a bunch more deals, not too bad. We're going to keep going through trying to get more deals. So to go and end off the video, let's go give it a little overview. Now, the one problem I have had is a lot of these silvers I did go and buy. The silver market over the last 2 weeks has kind of crashed. Now, this is about a week and a bit later, just because I haven't got around to going on the account. And you'll see a lot of these silvers, you know, some will be very nice, but you might see the guy next to him might be like 2k cheaper. And again, that is generally because the market has absolutely crashed silvers over the last few days, which is, I mean, interesting. Obviously not too good because we could have been on the likes of 650, which would have been amazing. This is going to be our final amount, 575k, which is actually 175k more than we started. We started on 400k. A bit of a weirder start number, I'll be honest with you, but, you know, I'd take it. How's the silver method? Well, I'll be honest, it's my favourite method, you know. It's my go-to method when it comes to trading. I know the market like the back of my hand, although it does fluctuate a fair bit, so, you know, my back of the hand maybe may not be too resemblance. I'm chatting bollocks. But basically, absolutely amazing trade method, you know. I couldn't recommend it to you guys enough. It's always one thing I recommend to people when they're starting trading on my stream, you know, because you don't need any coins. You can do it at 5, 10k as long as you know what you're flipping. You just gotta be aware of these fluctuations because again, sometimes that right mid right there is 4.5. He's now 1.5k, which is a bit devastating if you bought for 4.5, which I'm sure I did. But it is what it is. But there you go, 175k made on the silver method. Again, it's my favourite method. If you don't know what it is, basically you write down a list of expensive silvers, you go through them one by one by one by one. Hopefully I've demonstrated and hyped it enough for you guys because again, I couldn't recommend this method anymore. It is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Top method, 10 out of 10. Longevity, 10 out of 10. Market suspended. You might get market suspended like once doing it, but unless you're doing it for like 10, 12 hours a day, I really doubt you're going to get market suspended whatsoever. I guess you do have to put in a few hours before you actually start trading with it, so I guess that's a bit of a hinder to it, but as I say, you know, when you know your market, you can just go through players one by one, just getting deals, and it's, you know, absolutely amazing. You see, compared to a lot of the methods where I might be only getting 20, 30 deals, probably got like 200 and a bit maybe. And I'd say it's only 1-2k, but it just adds up. Just sadly, of course, we lost a bit of money on the market crashing, but it is what it is. When can you expect the market crashing? Anytime they drop a silver or an Electrum pack in an SBC that's heavily demanded. If that be a flashback, if that be a moments, but most importantly, a marquee matchup. Now, I'll have a look in the marquee matchups right now and see if this would, or this marquee matchup would have crashed them. And there you go. Mixed player, that's going to drop 4 silvers. That's going to drop 6 silvers. And that's going to drop another 6 silvers. And then the overall pack. So there you go. It does drop 16 silvers per person does the marquee matchup. Don't think they're overly expensive. I think this was a little bit expensive, but the rest of them were very, very cheap. Which as a result just means they're going to be done loads, and therefore silver's going to be flooded all week. Now, if they drop this marquee matchup, they had no silver packs, silvers you'd expect to go up and up and up during the week. So that's a common trend you could expect to see. But again, they'll crash anytime you see marquee matchups or any SBC dropping silvers. They're heavily done, or Electrum, or mixed, or, you know, you get the gist of it. Basically, silver's in the pack. So, that's that. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed it. It has been the best of the pack experiments. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys in another video.